Hi, I'm Ginger Cook. Today I'm going to talk to you about the value of doing an underpainting. Now, for those of you that are new artists and are not sure why you would do that, an underpainting, what it is you get a blank canvas. It's either a canvas board or it's a stretch canvas, doesn't matter. But it's usually got a white gesso on it. It's already been prepared from the factory with something called gesso, which is ground marble dust, and that gives you a surface to paint on. But the problem with this is it isn't enough, particularly with acrylics. I really tell you, all the professional artists I know, we all do it. We do an underpainting first, and then we pick a color. Now, what you most often think of when you see an underpainting is you've probably seen some artists, and they'll do an underpainting in, say, black. And you'll notice that the basis of this painting was black, and then everything else was painted over it. And that works, but generally, I'm not a big fan of black. I think that it's more interesting to make colors that are almost black, maybe say ultramarine blue and a little burnt umber, make a really nice dark background color instead of black, but this is okay for the purpose of demonstration. It does make a very interesting contrast. Now, another way that you can do underpaintings is consider yellow. Yellow is a marvelous color for underpaintings, and particularly if you're doing any kind of sunset, a thing that you may not know is you can't paint yellow easily over anything but white. So if you're going to do any kind of a sunset, you really need a yellow background first, and then you allow your clouds, you see, the clouds are peeking out from behind, a little bit of yellow and so forth is shining through, and this gives it a glow. If you try to do this after, then, you know, mixing white or yellow or just putting yellow directly on, you're not going to get the vivid brightness of this if you paint the canvas yellow first. So that is my best. I'll tell you what, if you're not doing underpaintings, you've got to start today. Now, other colors that you can use for underpaintings, red is a terrific color for an underpainting. There's an artist I met in Hawaii, and gosh, that's her signature. All her landscapes are the background's red first, and then when she paints her trees, she might let a little bit of this red show. But the thing about underpaintings is, and people always say, well, why do I have to do it? It seems like a lot of trouble. Well, besides giving you a background color that's going to shine through your picture, the other thing it does is that it gives an extra body of paint for your acrylic paint to stick to. And so someone said, well, what kind of other paint colors can I use? Well, gosh, you can use blue is good. And if you're doing a sky, for instance, an ocean, you could do blue, gold. This is yellow oxide. Yellow oxide's a good underpainting color. Here you've got a gallery wrap canvas. You guys see that? A gallery wrap canvas. And that means that the stapled on the back. It's not a canvas board, it's an actual stretch canvas. And I've painted the entire thing red. And so that when I go ahead and paint over this, it'll give a beautiful surface to adhere to. Personally, I prefer stretch canvas over canvas board because it's easier for your acrylics to stick to. So that is my best tip on doing underpaintings, and I suggest that you get started today and try one.